Hey guys, welcome to the first week of recaps. We had a great week this week. Some teams won, some teams lost. Hopefully one of the winning teams. So buckle up, get ready for the greatest recap ever this week. Alright guys, first matchup here we have the Chi-Town Predators versus Lot of Luck. Chi-Town came close to winning this one, but Lot of Luck had the high score. They were led to this by the great play of Kevin Smith, Aaron Foster, Demarius Thomas, Reggie Wayne, and Jacob Tammy. I didn't even know who Jacob Tammy was, so good job. Kind of questionable start of Jake Locker. I mean, really? You're going to start him? I mean, granted, you started him over, Andrew Luck and Josh Freeman, but you might want to look for a quarterback. And also, you did not start Adrian Peterson. Adrian, I mean, really, wow. Amazing. Poor performance from Trent Richardson. Chi-Town Predators, great all-around performance, just wasn't enough. Tony Romo, great performance. Ray Rice, great performance. CJ Spiller, great performance. All around a great team performance. You can't say anything about it. And what sucks is second highest score would have beat any other team except for the Lot of Luck. How about them Bears? In our next matchup, we have the Noobs versus Show Me Your TDs. The Noobs, which was last year's champion, had a solid start. Won his first game. He won it with the help of Darren McFadden, the rookie Doug Martin, Des Bryant, Calvin Megatron Johnson, and Roddy White. He missed some good points on the bench from Darren Sproles and Michael Crabtree, but with the points he put up there, I mean, it's not a bad deal. His starting quarterback was Ben Roethlisberger. Big Ben is doing good. He also had a good amount of points on the bench, so even though he won his game, put up solid points, he had a lot of points left on the bench. Kind of newsflash here with Des Bryant. Des Bryant is close to the plea deal with the family violence case. This plea bargain would involve Bryant pleading guilty to a Class C misdemeanor for family violence. If he accepts the deal, he won't go to jail. However, the NFL may punish him. Suspended games, things like that. Something for the Noobs to keep an eye on. Other than that, let's see. We have Show Me Your TDs. Hey, the comeback kid, Peyton Manning, started strong. What can you say? Can't go wrong. I wasn't going to draft him, but it's a good pickup. You have Matt Bradshaw from New York. Who would have guessed Nick picking up a New York player? Julio Jones did a great job, and Aaron Hernandez, one of the two beasts of tight ends up there in New England. This game was pretty close, only separated by 4 points. Once again, if the Noobs, Show Me Your TDs would have made a couple different decisions. Started Darius Hay-Bay over Lance Moore. That alone would have won him the game. Also started Rashard Jennings from Jacksonville over Marshawn Lynch. Don't know if I would have made that call, but each their own. Show Me Your TDs. Step it up a little bit. You got to pick it up from last season, buddy. You don't want to come in the end again. Woohoo! The next matchup we have was Bill Swirsky Superfans versus You Got No Chance. Bill Swirsky's team once pulled out a victory. Not an impressive one, but one. They won mostly with the help of Drew Brees, Matt Forte. What? He's a bear. Can I say that? Yeah! Frank Gore, who had a nice day, and Miles Austin. Decent performances from Eric Decker and A.J. Green as well. The defense and the kicker both did okay. Also on his bench, though, you got to wonder, RG3. For those of you that don't know the code, that's Robert Griffin III. Broke out first week. I'm just going to go ahead and say that I'm open to trades. Make it worthwhile. But just to be fair, on the other side, you may not want to do it right away. Maybe it was a one-day fluke. You never know. We had a couple questionables. Kellen Davis, starting Kellen Davis as the tight end. I'm a Bears fan, and I don't even know who the hell Kellen Davis is, and he's our tight end. What's that tell you? He also had David Wilson, the rookie out of New York. Did not do too well. You also had Mark Ingram, last year's first-round draft pick for New Orleans. Didn't do well as either. These might be busts. You know, you never know. On the other side, on the good side, for you got no chance. Started with Sean Green. Sean Green had a very good day. A lot of runs, a lot of good yardage. Nate Washington also had a good day out of Tennessee. Larry Fitzgerald, he had an average day. He's actually suffering from the lack of quarterback they have in Arizona, so that's going to be hurting him. But he's still a top tier wide receiver. I mean, how can you not start the guy? Then you had Brandon Pettigrew out of Detroit, tore it up, doing awesome. What can you say? You also have to pay attention. Cam Newton. Cam, is he gonna come back, or is this his second year slump? You know, sometimes you never know. Happened to Chris Johnson, many other people. That first year, they break out. The second year, egos get to their head. They're no good anymore. You also have, oh, no, that's it. Sorry. Bad guy. And for those of you wondering the question, it's a trick question. Dicka is God. Clickety-clack, clickety-clack. Here comes the next recap. Aha! Okay, so we have the two of the oldest teams. We got Pittsburgh Thunder versus the Angry Wolverines. The Angry Wolverines are, you know, as we all know, pretty freaking angry. There's a lot of reasons that they're angry. They're probably going to find something with this video that they find very angry. It's weird. It's almost like I know what to say. Anyways, in this close one, it was a low-scoring game, but hey, a win's a win. Who the hell cares how you do it? They were led to this by Tom Brady. Tom Brady had a very good game, 21 points. Also Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush had a great game down there in Miami. Miami also has a couple different running backs, so if Reggie can differentiate, separate himself as the leader, that's the way to go. Jeremy Maclin, great game. Steve Smith, pretty good game. Gronk. What the hell can you say about Gronk, man? That guy is a beast. Even with Aaron Hernandez having a great game, Gronk still just tore it up. For those of you who don't know this lingo, that's Rob Gronkowski. And if you didn't know the lingo, you should probably just forfeit your money now because you're not going to win. There was a couple weird things or whatever. His bench has a couple people that are injured, or free agents. So there's not a lot of depth there. He's rolling some dice. One other downside was LeGarrette Blount. Only 1 point. That kind of sucks. I personally didn't see the game or much of it, so I don't know what happened. I'm sure he'll be able to tell you. After that, the Pittsburgh Thunder in this close game, they could have won it, except they had a key injury. Fred Jackson out for a minimum of 3 weeks. They're saying right now, so that's tough. I'm just saying, some people trade him, for a team that maybe can wait for him, or you wait him yourself. They were led to this victory, or led to this second place victory, by Andre Johnson. Andre Johnson, once again, beast. I don't know what you can say about him. Phillip Rivers also had a great game. Jermichael Finley, good game. And David Akers, crazy good game for a kicker. Michael Turner. Michael Turner, only got 3 points. And that's because, they were just tearing it up in the air. They had no need to run the ball. So, don't expect him to be bad every week. He's going to come back. He'll be good. Yeah. What's up? All right, next matchup here, we have the Ball Magnet versus Team Dow. Let's start with two things. Clear the air. One, Team Dow, get a better name. Come on. You can do better than Team Dow. I don't even care if it's the Lakeland or Leesburg Dows. Something better. Be creative. That's what fantasy football's about. To get crazy! Okay. The other thing was this game had a lot of trash talking. Might have even been a lot of trash talking before the game started, which I like. Let's keep it up. Next time, I want to see more ruthlessness. Yeah. Okay, now for the recap. Team Dow came into this and won this close one with Eli Manning, with Chris Johnson, Steven Jackson, Brandon Marshall, a bird, Percy Harving, he's one of those damn Vikings, and Tony Gonzalez. Couple things. I mean, Chris Johnson had an okay game, but for being Chris Johnson, what the hell? I mean, has he really slipped this far? I mean, if he has, then I don't know. It's just not worth it. Now, that being said, though, he started Eli Manning. Eli is a good quarterback. He is not a good fantasy quarterback, usually. As soon as I say that, next week he's going to blow up. But he sat Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan blew up this week. He won, but he would have devastated with Matt Ryan, and maybe even got high points for the week. What are you going to do? The ball magnet. Well, she had a pretty, average day. I mean, not the greatest, but it was, broke a hundy. She was led by everyone's favorite person, Aaron Rodgers. Yay, the Packer. That being said, I'm not going to lie, I would have drafted him. Fantasy's fantasy. Money's money. After that, you had Ben Jarvis Green Ellis. Had a great game. And Jordy Nelson, also on Green Bay, had a great game as well. A couple downers this game. You had Toby Gerhart, my running back from Minnesota, with the fact that Adrian Peterson actually started, killed him. Dwayne Bowe, he was projected to do a lot better this year, and 8 points is 8 points, but he didn't do great. And Wes Welker, wow, that guy is usually money. Is this a sign of things to come, or if it's not, I don't know. I mean, this was a pretty good matchup. I can't wait for the rematch. Even if it is in the playoffs, I'll make it happen. This rematch is going to happen. Yeah! And it's time for the last matchup. Last matchup was the Lobstermen versus Team Kev Evolution. The Evolution, they're our newest team, one of our newest teams, and might be a little rusty, but they did all right. And by all right, I mean they had our lowest score this week. It's all right, it's bound to happen. You got to learn somehow. So in this matchup, the Lobstermen won pretty whole-handedly, almost by almost 62 points. One of the biggest margins. The biggest margin, I should say. Led to this victory by a pretty much all-around solid play. Michael Vick had a great game. LaShawn McCoy had a great game. DeMarco Murray had a great game. Stephen Ridley had a great game. Brandon Lloyd. And the Beast, Jimmy Graham, down there in New Orleans. He had a great game, even though New Orleans sucked it up. On top of that, she had some good points on the bench there. Jay Cutler, who would have expected that. Sidney Rice did very well. And you had Marcellus Bennett. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but too bad. And today's recaps were brought to you by WeLoveCharlene.com. If I pick on one Moran, I got to be nice to the other one. So, Kev Evolution, they had a pretty good lineup as well. Just didn't pull it together. Matthew Stafford, who's expected great things from this year, he had an okay game. Maurice Jones-Drew had an average game, nothing great. Victor Cruz did pretty good. Vincent Jackson did pretty good. And Vernon Davis also did very good. He got hurt by the Bills' defense, just negative points. Ben Tate ended up not playing much because Arian Foster did actually start. And Beanie Wells also had a very bad game. He had a lot of zeros on the bench, too. You had Ryan Matthews, who was out this week. So, then you had Demarius Moore, who was out this week. You had Shane Vereen. I don't know if I'm saying that right. New England. He got no points. Felix Jones, no points. Bernard Scott, no points. No points on the bench doesn't really matter. It's just a matter of, it's just something you should be worried about. Anyways, guys, this was a good week of fantasy football. It's just the first week. You win the first week, you can lose all the rest. You lose the first week, you can win all the rest. Just keep playing hard, keep winning, and do what you got to do. Later.